Hi guys, welcome back on board to the Crypto Cruise. It's me Chris, and today we're going to talk about ICP, Internet Computer, what ICP is all about, what makes it unique. We're going to talk some chart analysis, potential price target, where ICP is heading in the immediate short term, but not only ICP, of course, we're also going to mention Ethereum. At today's show, we're going to start with the Bitcoin chart as we always do. And as I've told you, this correction is not completely over. The next step, in my personal opinion, of course, anything I say in this video, it is not a financial advice. It's for pure entertainment purposes, and before you do anything, do the diligence and make your own research, because as I've said, this is not a financial advice. But I'm not gonna be surprised at all if Bitcoin start dropping even further down in price and test this resistance. So it's test this basically turn this previous resistance into support. So back in 2021, in April and November, it acted as resistance. This what symbolized the end of the bull market. And right now we're testing it. Potentially Bitcoin can drop to this price, to around 104,000, and hopefully it will act as resistance. If it doesn't, potentially we can further drop down to 96, 97,000. I'm not gonna be surprised at all. Is that gonna if Bitcoin potentially drop to a price of around 97,000? Is that will mean pretty much the end of the bull cycle and the beginning of the bear market? Absolutely not. I would definitely remain bullish even if Bitcoin dropped below 90,000. This is a correction, guys. Corrections in a raging bull market they're actually healthy for the overall trend. And we have to look at the bigger picture. So the bottom of the bear market happened in November of 2022, 3 years ago, at price of around 15,000. At the time of recording this video, Bitcoin is around 107,000. So, I mean, nothing goes in a straight upline. Of course, along the way, we're going to have corrections, but knowing the trend is our friend and the trend is on the upside, I definitely, in my personal opinion, of course, I think we're in a raging bull market. Of course, this correction will continue, perhaps, and we can further drop down in price, potentially to 104. And as I've said, if we don't hold this resistance, potentially Bitcoin can further drop down in price, 96, 97,000. Let's see how this thing is gonna play out. But even if we drop further down in price, I still gonna remain bullish, I have to tell you. So for you to not be scared. But for me, the most likely scenario, Bitcoin drops to this price, hold it as resistance, and potentially recover to 115,000. One final correction to 110, I think, 110. And then slowly but surely we're going to start hitting all-time high prices. And again, I still believe that by the end of this year, Bitcoin is going to start hitting all-time high prices above 126,000. Now, when it comes to Ethereum, again, I see nothing but bullish momentum in the long term. I'm saying the next 3 to 6 months. I see reverse head and shoulders. I see ascending triangle patterns, bullish structure after bullish structure. So, of course, I'm going to remain bullish. I'm not just going to be shaken off because we have a little correction and a little bit of a downside. I'm definitely bullish when it comes to Ethereum and Bitcoin. And also, we broke above this resistance line, start testing it from November of 2021 at price of around 4,868. We tested it again in March of 2024 at price of around 4,100. We tested it in June. We tested it again here at the end of last year in December at price of above 4,000. While everyone was thinking Ethereum is going to start hitting all-time high prices just the way Bitcoin did, we actually capitulated. But this didn't surprise me one bit. From basically 4,100, we dropped in a straight downward line to 1,200 in a period of a month. It's shaken off absolutely everybody. A V-shaped recovery. Ethereum in no time, basically from April to August in a straight upline V-shaped recovery, all-time high at price just below 5,000. Right now we're experiencing a little correction. As I've said, I'm not going to be surprised if Ethereum drop prices to 3,400, 3,500. This is something in the charts, but is that going to shake me off? Absolutely not. I'm still going to remain bullish. And right now, if we measure this huge ascending triangle pattern, from the bottom to the top, the price target should be above 6,600, and this is something where I think Ethereum is going to end up potentially by the end of the year. One final shake off January, February, and a blow off top by March, April of next year. Potentially, Ethereum can even go to price of above 5 digits, 10,000. This is not completely out of the picture. This is something very real and very reasonable, but let's see how this thing is going to play out. Now, when it comes to ICP, Internet Computer, there's a lot of bearish sentiment. I mean, almost nobody believes in ICP. Most of you, I think, believe that Internet Computer is a dead project. It's not gonna rebound. It's basically it's a dead coin, and nothing is gonna play out of ICPs. It basically there's no reason for you to be interested. Of course, I have to tell you, I have to remind you, I have to repeat myself that anything I say in this video, it is not a financial advice. It's for pure entertainment purposes, and before you do anything, do the diligence and make your own research, because as I've said, this is definitely not a financial advice. When it comes to ICP, of course, first we have to see Bitcoin rebounding, Ethereum regaining more bullish momentum, start hitting all-time high price, and with that, we're gonna pull the rest of the crypto market with it, and the true speculation of the altcoin season to finally kick in. What I'd like to see for ICP, for me to remain bullish, is basically get into this channel pattern that we've been basically from May of 2022 all the way to January, February of 2025. We broke down, and if we basically get in price of above, let's see, if we go and test these prices, if ICP, let's say, go above the $12.50, $12, $13 level, potentially go and test this upper trend line that we've tested multiple times in the past, a price of around $30. At the time of recording this video, ICP is just slightly below $3. So I'm not saying it's a lucrative investment. I'm not saying now is the time to buy, but if you're familiar with the fear and greed index, you should know that while everyone else is fearful, you should be greedy, and vice versa. While everyone else is greedy, you should be fearful. And again, you might be also right. It's a possibility that Internet Computer is a dead project, and it might never rebound, and it might never comes and into this channel pattern and basically start breaking down above it. But I think it's worth the risk, and potentially if we broke above this channel pattern, we can have from $30 potentially to even $100. I'm not going to be surprised, because altcoins, they go really fast, really high, right? Really high, really fast, and especially once all this institutional money come into play. And I mean, we're gonna see high valuations to some of the coins. Of course, most of them, they will absolutely die. But I think Internet Computer is one of those projects that is it might survive, and we might see prices way higher than what it is now. Let's see how this week is gonna play out. It's interesting for me to see as well. Once again, guys, thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate all support. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube, please do it. It's absolutely free. And if you want to support my work, you can subscribe to my Patreon. With that subscription comes a lot of exclusive content with the most undervalued, underappreciated coins. Some of the 100x potential. My 2 books of how to become a sophisticated trader. And of course, one-on-one consultation helping you how to navigate through that really difficult bull cycle. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it's a really difficult one. But if you're resistant and if you know what you're doing, you might come out beneficiary from all that movement. Once again, thank you all, and we'll see each other tomorrow. Goodbye.